I don't remember all this stuff being here.
Well, that's because we hardly come down here. I don't think you should be around here, John. There's like spiders around this place.
What's that?
Whoa, that ring looks cool. Let me have it. I wonder if this is a mood ring. I'm gonna go check it out inside. Besides, this place is just weird.
What the? I should review Courage the Cowardly Dog Flash games.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is a cartoon that ran from 1999 to 2002 on Cartoon Network. The show follows the main character Courage coping with scary situations.
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
Courage lives in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, with his family Eustace and Muriel. When it comes to Courage the Cowardly Dog games, the list is very minimal. There's only 3 Flash games about him and 2 cameos he made in Cartoon Network games. The Cartoon Network games is a topic for another review, so I'm going to be talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog Flash games. This first Flash game I'm going to be covering is based off an episode from the show. The game is called Nightmare Vacation. In this game, Muriel gets kidnapped by these things, and it's up to Courage to save the 24-hour spam. Now, finding this game was kind of hard because Cartoon Network got rid of it on their website. Probably because it's an early 2000s Flash game that's not hip like these games. I guess now I'm going to have to resort to random Flash game sites on the internet to find it. But by doing this comes a lot of glitches, which I'll talk about in a minute. In this game, Courage has a snow gun thing. It's never really explained, so I'm guessing it's a part of the episode this game is based on. This game is essentially you running around shooting snow at all of these lava enemies. Again, it's probably explained in the episode, until you defeat all of them in the stage and continue on to the next stage. This game doesn't really have that much to offer. You find enemies, wait for them to chase you, shoot them, and do the same thing over and over again. Since the versions of this game I played were from random Flash game websites on the internet, I found a lot of glitches. For example, in this version of the game, I can't finish the game because I can't find the enemies. I've looked all over the place and I just can't find them no matter what I do. Look at this, the game just started and I'm in some sort of never-ending plane of green ground. The only thing you can do here is walk around. Just walk around. Just walk around. Just walk. Just convey movement. That's not all. Take a look at all these other glitches I ran into. Wait, what? What just happened? Ice Cream regained your health in this game. Why did I just lose the game? I just lost the game for making contact with a health item. Courage the Cowardly Dog Nightmare Vacation is not that much of an interesting game, but to its credit, defeating enemies is kind of satisfactory, especially when you almost run out of health doing so. I give Courage the Cowardly Dog Nightmare Vacation a C quadruple minus. This game isn't too bad to get a D scaling, but I just missed it by getting the lowest C scaling possible because of it being too average and uninteresting. Ferret Phobia is another Flash game where Eustace and Muriel are kidnapped by mummies and are trapped in a pyramid. Definitely a situation to make me say, Pharaoh. No. Courage must make his way to the top of the pyramid to save Eustace and Muriel. Along the way, there'll be obstacles such as spikes and scorpions. The pyramid is set up with different corridors with separate doors, either leading to another corridor or giving you a power-up. The game presents itself with multiple doors. Going through these doors is how you progress, but in reality, there's only 2 doors in every corridor that actually takes you somewhere. The doors halfway through a corridor takes you to this place. According to the Ferret Phobia wiki, this is a secret area, but I disagree because you can easily find it through going through random doors on your first playthrough. This area is just a way used to pan throughout the game because once you get out of it, you go through the same door used to get into it. The area is also really eerie, with there being new weird ambient sounds and new obstacles that you've never seen before. Once you know to never go through halfway point doors, the game turns into an obstacle fest, with the only real gameplay being you jumping, ducking, and running away from enemies. There are 3 levels in this game, and by levels I mean the exact same thing, only harder each time. This game is very repetitive, but timing your jumps and dodges to obstacles makes the game, like Nightmare Vacation, way more enjoyable. This game isn't entirely bad, and the visuals are pretty good for an early 2000s Flash game. Courage the Cowardly Dog Ferret Phobia, get to see. Like I said, the game is not bad, but it's not too good to get out of the C scaling. Courage the Cowardly Dog Creep TV is about Courage trying to rescue Eustace and Muriel from being audience members for some new fang-led TV show. I definitely see a theme with these games. Eustace fell asleep on his chair, now poltergeists took him and Muriel inside the TV. Now Courage must find a way to bring Eustace and Muriel out of the TV. The graphics in this game are 2D with a 16-bit vibe, and it's really good. There's so many good details and sprite work than there needs to be. The game is a point-and-click adventure game with Courage finding objects and applying them to his surroundings. You can also combine objects, which brings out a lot more strategy and thought into this game. At one point in the game, Courage goes inside the TV where Eustace and Muriel are, and has to win a ghostly quiz show called Who Wants to Go Home on Channel 13. The questions here are relatively simple, and it seems as if you can go on forever if you don't get 3 questions wrong. Who Wants to Go Home also recycles questions, so I wouldn't be so keen on getting as many questions as you can. The questions are also very easy. This one, for example, is just Courage's opinion. This game has a great sense of adventure and charm with overly detailed and amazing sprites, and overall is a good point-and-click adventure game. Courage the Cowardly Dog Creep TV gets a B double minus. This game is very good for an early 2000s Flash game, but it can be beaten in 14 minutes, which is fine for a Flash game, but it can leave the player regretting playing the game, and the fact that it can drag on and get a little uninteresting doesn't help. And last but least is the Courage the Cowardly Dog Saw game. For whatever reason, there's Saw games for a lot of different things, like Phineas and Ferb, SpongeBob, and whatever this is. This Saw game, as well as every other Saw game, was not created by anyone behind the show. This Saw game has a lot in common with other Saw games, because it's just like every other Saw game ever made. Do this, get that thing, the other thing, get this, do that, do this, this thing, this other thing. This game is just a downgraded version of Creep TV, but without the charm and sense of adventure. The plot is just like Creep TV as well, with Courage trying to free Muriel and Eustace from a TV. Courage the Cowardly Dog Saw game gets an F. The minigames aren't fun, exploring isn't fun, figuring something out isn't satisfactory. There's not any real reasons to play this game, with there being so much more Saw games out there. At least one Saw game out there should be better than this.
Well, that is my 4th review done, on 4 games, 0 of them being actual games, just Flash games. Why did I want to review Courage the Cowardly Dog Flash? Hello? Wait, where exactly? How did that get there? Why? Sorry, but I don't feel like pulling a string on the guitar that some random voice told me to pull. Unusual places.
Okay, first of all, the ghostly quiz show actually had some color in it.
It wasn't all just darkness. And second of all, how did you know I reviewed Creep TV? Does that mean you... Well, if this quiz is going to be like anything from the game, then this should be pretty easy. What happens if I lose? Zunny? I don't really know. Which is? Thinking about answering the question? What happens if... the games I just reviewed now. 4. Wait, no, wait, 6, including the cameos. What type of... The quiz didn't mean anything, didn't it? Win or lose, you're still going to ask me to pull the 4th guitar string. Okay, fine, I'll pull the string. The guitar's not here. Yes, this is exactly where I threw it.
Greetings, John. I just want to inform you that you can have this ring. Goodbye.